From the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
4 on the carry.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray going to look to run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And Brate, the tight end's got it. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
There's Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sukup's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 6, Bears nothing.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Foles. Pass incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit,
and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First down, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bears 7, Buccaneers 6. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
At the 32-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
It's now 30.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chicago.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
Foles with a throw caught by the tight end, Kmet. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 1.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Foles going to keep it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on first down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Lavonte David in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Foles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up there. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. 52. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the point after try for Santos. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again. Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Khalil Mack.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they give this time to the tailback. William Golston in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. target there to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The Bears first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
And they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Covered by the defense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip.